blazing African sun poured over the golden savanna, where life and death dance together every day. Amid the tall, whispering grasses, a lone ostrich wandered, searching for food. Its long legs moved gracefully, its sharp eyes scanning for danger. The danger was already watching. Hidden beneath the thick underbrush, a massive python, nearly 20 feet long, coiled silently, its patterned skin blending perfectly with the earth. Its cold, unblinking eyes followed the ostrich's every move, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. The ostrich bent its neck low, pecking at a patch of dry sea, unaware of a predator lying just meters away. The air grew tense. A sudden gust of wind carried the faint scent of danger, and the ostrich froze. Its instincts screamed, but before it could react, the python lunged forward with terrifying speed. The massive snake wrapped itself around the bird's slender neck and powerful legs, its coils tightening with every second. The ostrich flapped its wings desperately, its cries echoing through the open plains. A call for help that would not go unheard. Several miles away, a wildlife rescue team patrolled the area in a jeep. The group was part of the Savannah Guardians, a team of brave rangers who protected animals from poachers and natural threats. The leader, Samuel, was a veteran ranger known for his quick thinking and fearless nature. His partner, Aisha, was a wildlife medic with a heart of gold and nerves of steel. The moment the desperate cries reached their ears, Samuel slammed the brakes. "That's an ostrich," Aisha said, her eyes narrowing, "and it's in trouble." Without wasting a second, they followed the direction of the sound, speeding through the bumpy dirt path. As they approached, the cries grew louder. Then suddenly silent, Samuel's heart pounded. He stopped the jeep and motioned for everyone to move quietly. Through the grass, they saw the horrifying sight. The python had almost subdued the ostrich, its powerful coils crushing the bird's chest. The ostrich's eyes rolled in panic, its wings twitching helplessly. "We have to act fast," Samuel whispered. He signaled two rescuers, Kareem and Diego, to circle around the python. Aisha prepared her tranquilizer gun, adjusting the dart dosage carefully. Too little, and the snake would stay aggressive. Too much, and it could harm the animal. The team had only seconds to save the ostrich's life. As Samuel raised his hand to signal, the python lifted its massive head, sensing movement. Its tongue flickered, tasting the air. The rescuers froze, crouched low behind the bushes. "Aisha, now!" Samuel shouted. The dart flew through the air and hit the python's thick body with precision. The snake hissed angrily, tightening its grip even more before the tranquilizer began to take effect. Samuel and Kareem rushed forward, grabbing long poles with hooks on the end. Carefully, they pried the python's coils apart, working with steady hands despite the danger. The snake thrashed weakly, still fighting, but its strength was fading. Aisha and Diego gently pulled the ostrich free, its feathers ruffled and eyes wide with terror. It gasped for air, collapsing in exhaustion as Samuel finally managed to unwind the last coil of the python. The team quickly backed away, letting the tranquilized snake lie still. Aisha knelt beside the ostrich, checking its heartbeat. "It's alive," she said with relief. "Yeah, but it's hurt. We need to treat it immediately." Using their portable first aid kit, she cleaned the bird's wounds, applied antiseptic spray, and wrapped soft bandages around the bruised legs. The ostrich's breathing began to steady, though its body still trembled. Samuel watched silently, sweat running down his forehead. "We made it just in time," he murmured. Once the ostrich was stable, the team lifted it carefully onto a stretcher and placed it in the back of the jeep. Meanwhile, Kareem monitored the python, ensuring it stayed sedated. "Should we relocate it deeper into the forest?" he asked. Samuel nodded. "Yes, it's just following its nature. We'll release it far from any animal crossings." The team drove toward the rescue center, the wind whipping against their faces. Aisha sat beside the ostrich, gently stroking its neck. "You're safe now, big guy," she whispered. "No more pythons today." The ostrich blinked slowly, as if understanding her words. At the rescue station, veterinarians examined the ostrich thoroughly. They found several bruises, but no broken bones, a miracle considering the python's strength.
You're
Over the
safe
next
now,
few
big
days,
guy.
the bird began to recover.
No more
It started
pythons
to eat
today.
again, pecking eagerly at grains
You're
that
safe
even
now, big
stretched
guy.
its wings proudly under the
No
morning
more
sun.
pythons
The Rangers
today.
often stop by to check on it.
You're safe
Their
now, big
bond
guy.
growing stronger each day.
No more
As for
pythons
the
today.
python, the team transported it
You're
to a
safe now,
remote
big
part
guy.
of the savannah, far from
No
human
more
and animal
pythons
settlements.
today.
When it finally woke, it slithered
safe
away
now, big
peacefully
guy.
into the wilderness,
No more
disappearing into
pythons
its natural
today.
habitat. Samuel
You're
stood
safe
watching
now,
it
big
go,
guy.
his heart filled with
No
respect.
more
Every
pythons
creature
today.
deserves a chance to live, he said quietly, even the dangerous ones. A week later, it was time to release the ostrich back into the wild. The team drove to the open plains where the rescue had taken place. The bird stood tall, now full of energy and life. Aisha opened the transport gate, and the ostrich stepped out hesitantly at first, then began to run, faster and faster, its long legs carrying it across the grassland like the wind itself. Samuel smiled, his eyes following the graceful creature until it disappeared into the horizon. Another life saved, he said proudly. Another day worth living. That evening, as the sun set in fiery shades of orange and red, the team gathered around their campfire, sharing stories and laughter. But amid the warmth and comfort, each of them felt a quiet pride, the kind that only comes from doing something truly heroic. They weren't just rescuers. They were protectors of life, defenders of the voiceless. The story of the ostrich's rescue soon spread through nearby villages and social media. People praised the courage of the Savannah Guardians, calling them real-life heroes. Yet, to Samuel and his team, the greatest reward wasn't fame. It was the sight of a once helpless creature running free again under the open sky. Out there, on the endless savannah, nature continued its eternal cycle of struggle and survival. But thanks to the bravery of a few humans with big hearts, one life had been spared. One story rewritten, a reminder that even in the wildest places on earth, compassion can triumph over cruelty, and courage can turn the tide between life and death.